Okay, so here I'm going to show you how you can use this Ryobi tool. This is one of the worst tools that I've ever seen, but doesn't matter. If you want to buy a good one, DeWalt is one of the best ones. But here I want to show you. For instance, here, if you push the button, you will see all the lights. So if you push the buttons that you have here on the side of the battery, you can remove the battery, put the new one in. That's it. Check the battery again. Push here in this area, remove it. That's it. Here you have the trigger. So if you push it like that, you see, if you push it a little bit, it will go slower. If you push it all the way, it will be faster. So if you push this button that you see here, it will lock the trigger in place. So basically it will not work, as you can see. And if you push it towards the other way, it will free the trigger and you can use it. So if you want to remove the blade, all you have to do, you have to push here the level, you have to pull it and push, and then you're going to be able to remove it like that, put the new one. So here, as you can see, I'm going to show you, you have many blades. If you want to buy a good blade, I would recommend you Diablo is one of the best brands. So for everything, it's very good. So for instance, this one is for metal. You will see the metal one is because the teeth are very small. If you are going to cut, wood or maybe wood with nails, the teeth are going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to be medium, and the biggest one of all, it will be for branches or wood. And you have the Bosch. Bosch is very mediocre brand. It's bad to me. The same thing like Ryobi. You can buy this one. They're cheap, but they're not very good. The best one I ever seen, at least for now, is Diablo for everything. For metal, wood, and for just branches, everything. So here I bought them all, so that way I can test them. And then you have the other brand, this one, Spider, that is good just if you have to remove maybe rust or paint, or maybe lift up the flooring, you can use this. So this is very good. So for instance, if you have to remove if you have to put any blade, all you have to do, again, you have to pull this and then put the blade inside of the hole, and you will see the mechanism is inside. So it has only one way. So there is no way that you can break anything like that. You cannot break anything. If you try to put it wrong, it will not work. So pull here like that, and you will be good. And if you want to, let's say, you want to remove the rust, you can do this, or get rid of a carpet, the glue, the carpet, or anything like that. For this, is very good. And let's do this with the lumber one. So the way we are going to cut wood. So if you put it like that, if you don't see exactly the place, it's not going to work. So basically, you can put the blade like that, or the other way around. It should work in both places. So if you want to, put more pressure like this, and you want to cut, it will work anyway. Otherwise, if you want to use it the other way like that, you can do this. Just pull here and turn it, and that's it. And it should work. So now it's in place. And if you're afraid that maybe while you're putting this, I don't know, you have kids or someone is going to touch the trigger, just remove the battery, and that's it. Now we're going to put this in here, and I'm going to show you how it works. So basically, this is when you have a lot of room in most places. Otherwise, you can use the multi-tool. I made another class about that. If you want to learn more about that, you can go to my playlist and you will see them all. So basically, you have the shoe. For instance, in this case, there is no way to change the space of the shoe, or this metal that you see here. So in another brands, like almost any other brand, you can change the distance. In this case, it's fixed in place. So basically, you put it like that. If you put the metal, against the lumber here, and then press, slowly. So if you press slowly, until you make the gap, and then after that you press all the way, and there we go. You see, because if you don't do that, it may start chopping up and down or moving everywhere, and it will be a little bit more difficult to do this. But if you do that, that will be great. You can cut if you want something like that. You can, but the blade, it may bend, so it's better always if you put it like that. You have more support and you have more control. In some places, sometimes here, because everything is firm, but in another places you may have some issues. So again, if you have to remove the blade and you have been cutting a lot, the blade will be very hot. So what you can do in order to avoid getting burned, what you can do is just pull the gap, the locking mechanisms here, and then let it fall, and that's it. And then let it on the floor. And meanwhile, it get cold and or cool down, and then you can put another blade, and that's it. So if you want, we can try it with metal. Hello, hello. So now we are going to try with metal, so that way you can see it works basically same thing. So for instance, I have a screw here. We're going to put it here. And if you use the best blade, the smaller teeth, that will be the best option. Make sure that is for metal and not for something else. Sometimes you can push maybe a little bit and try to make it forward as much as possible, so that will be easier for you to cut, to put the blade. And here we have this. Basically it works the same thing. There we go. We just cut the small piece, and also again, this blade will get very hot if you are cutting a lot. If you're cutting it just for a few seconds, like I did here, you should be good and you should not have any issue. Again, I am in US. If you need the tools and electronics, just let me know. I can ship it to you. If you want to learn more about any other tool, please let me know. Or you can visit my playlist and you will see them all. Thank you for watching. See you next time.